but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me. I tried to talk to him, I tried to talk to him. He ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me. I tried.
What up, though? Hey, yep. I am as tired as I look. It's your boy, Go MC Spaceship Awaits, the incredible, back for another edition of In This Corner, Pro Wrestling with a Kick. This is my Raw recap for tonight. Boo me now. Boo me now. Because when I tell you tonight probably was the least amount of wrestling I probably done watched on Monday Night Raw in a long time, I tried. Like the song say, like the intro says, I tried. But I had a meeting at 7 o'clock when Raw came on. What up, Mary? Then after that, I started talking to my cousin. I called him this afternoon. He called me back. Shout out to you, Big Shug. And so I was just kind of all over the place for the first part, eating dinner. And then my head just cloudy right now, y'all. My head just cloudy. But they was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're a week before When Worlds Collide, which I don't care about. Then we got Money in the Bank Saturday night. I think I got something to do, but I'm hoping I don't. But I probably do. I'm a little excited about that. We got our last two qualifying matches for that. I think the somber feeling for me right now is that the Truth got released. Right? Everybody feel like I feel, with our Truth getting released from WWE. Like, that's our Truth. That's K Quick. That's Ron the Truth Killings. Like, that's little Jimmy. He just was on Saturday Main Event. He was just wrestling Friday. And, they decided not to renew his contract. I kind of see him coming back, though. I kind of see him coming back. But this is my thing. This is my thing about that. I love Truth. But people wasn't checking for Truth. I remember when people was calling and saying our Truth was irritating. And because he's a black wrestler. I just, they could have been gave him the title when he fought Cena at Capital Punishment before the Summer of Punk. Yeah, they had to pay for them luchadors, so they had to cut some regulars. He's gonna come back. It just, it's the nature of business, right? It's the nature of business. Business comes, business goes. You have those, at times where you have to let people go. And it sucks, right? So let's go ahead and start the show. CM Punk starts tonight. He starts by saying he's going to win Money in the Bank. He loves Jay Uso. Cena, he's going to come get a piece of you. So he says if he wins Money in the Bank, he's going to go after Cena. But first, he got to get in the match. In the match he had. And Sami says, they need for Punk. He comes out. Sami Zayn comes out. He says, don't think about the other people. We're going to have your back. Get in this match. They need for Punk to win. Punk's going against AJ Styles and what is he? El Grande Americano. who get playing dumb. And El Grande won. Now, this is the thing about that match. I had to sit back for a second and say, they have Chad Gable in a match with AJ Styles and CM Punk. They must think very highly of him. To have Chad Gable, AJ Styles, and CM Punk in a match. And he ended up winning. And once I saw Punk position himself, right, he hit the GTS, and then he turned his body so that his foot could be closer to the ropes type shit, I knew he wasn't winning. AJ Styles winning could have been cool, but he wasn't tripping. But El Grande winning, it makes Seth's win seem bigger. Right? Like, I mean, more, I guess, higher stakes, higher percentages. Most likely. Seth winning now is most likely going to happen. I still will go for LA Knight. But I think Seth may win. And then Seth cashes in on Jay, because Jay put himself also, and this is what we saw. Jay Uso put himself in the dumbest position. Gunther sat next to this boy and told this boy about himself. What you gonna do? And you go out there trying to be Captain Saber Oos, and you get 2 tsunamis, bro. Right before you have to face Cena and Logan, right before you face Gunther. So even if you beat Gunther, even if by chance you end up beating Gunther, it does not look like you're going to beat Seth. And I think Seth may cash in. By this time, next Monday, I may be saying Seth Rollins is our World Heavyweight Champion. Go figure. Go fucking figure. You have the Liv, Raquel, and Roxanne preview. What's going on with them? Then you have an EO and Liv segment. I didn't really catch what they were saying, but it looks like we're getting ready for some type of EO Liv or EO Kyrie versus Liv and Raquel. Something's going to go on there. Then you have Liv, Stephanie, and Ivy now, which once again is another nice combination. Stephanie lost the title Tuesday on NXT, moved up to Raw. She ends up winning and advancing to Money in the Bank. So you got, who you got in the women's Money in the Bank? Naomi, you got Rhea, you got Stephanie Vakor. Who else you have? Who else we got? Money in the Bank. Who else we got, y'all? Alexa, Roxanne, Rhea, Julia, Naomi, Stephanie. Ooh. I'm going Naomi. I think Naomi needs to win that. I'm going Naomi for the win. I think Naomi beats Tiff Stratton. Then you can get your triple threat. And it could even be, and I heard this idea the other day. I think it was Santi Zap. Have Bianca beat Tiffany in a match and have Naomi cash in. That would be good. I like that idea. From there, you had the Rusev segment. You had the Sheamus segment where he was talking to American Alpha. Then he had this little interview, and he says Rusev think he's gonna come back in and make his name on these little guys. He said, "I bully bullies," and I felt that because that's how I used to be growing up. I bullied the bullies. So we're gonna get a Rusev Sheamus leading into Crown Jewel, I guess is that Night of Champions, and then into SummerSlam. I can dig with that. I can do that. That's a nice mid card, heavy hitting feud. Then you have Judgment Day versus the War Raiders. And the War Raiders were getting cheers. Them folks in Tulsa, Oklahoma like the War Raiders. I was impressed. New Day came and sat by the side. And I felt like, even though we've probably seen this match, I'm starting to see them do some stuff with the tag team division now. I'm seeing them being more prominent and we don't know what's going to happen, but I see them coming together. And Roxanne helps, who was that? He trips up Ivar, hits his head, and then Finn hits the coup de grace. So Judgment Day wins. So I think that's good. And it keeps that feud going. I saw Liv, and they was back there at the clubhouse. I didn't see if Carlito was back there because I heard Carlito got released as well. And congratulations to him. I think he just won a WWC championship as well. But I didn't hear what they were saying, but the gist of it was films like, give her a chance. What if this works? What if she wins money? Let her win Money in the Bank. Bring it back to the clubhouse. So let's see. What if they're setting up Roxanne for the okie doke? What if they're setting up Roxanne for the okie doke? Then you had a Stephanie Becker interview, and she had a stare down with Rhea Ripley. Got a nice pop, so we're gonna look forward to that. Becky does a segment. I didn't see that one. Hear what she said, but then Lyra calls her out. They end up brawling. Lyra, be careful of going to the Natty Neidhart school of over emotion promos. Give enough. You're mad. I get it. But don't give us too much. Stay in your pocket. You've been in your pocket. Today just gave me a little bit over. Today gave me a little bit over, but it's okay. Then they had a Penta segment. Then you had the Uso Zayn, Bronson Bron Brekker match, which from what I saw was a very good match, very hard hitting. I'm probably gonna watch it again, check it out. It was from what I saw was a no contest. Seth came out there, Punk comes out, they all brawl. So you have your 3-on-3. But the thing that's crazy about it is Karrion Kross had an interview with Sami Zayn later, and he said, Zayn was like, why you keep fucking with me, bro? And Karrion Kross, because you fake. You're not a good guy. And he said, I might be wrong. What if I'm right? And so I guess this is planting the seeds for the Sami Zayn heel turn. Who's Sami going to turn on? Who knows? What's going to happen? Who knows? Is he going to join Seth? What's going to happen there? But you also had a Raquel versus Kyrie. Io comes out during that match because Liv was already out there and evens up the odds. Kyrie Sane wins with the insane elbow. That's 2 wins in a row after being beat by Rhea. So maybe they're pushing Kyrie a little bit. And I like that because you got to give people wins. You got to understand and you got to give people wins so that when they do wrestle, it feels something. You want them to feel something. You want people when they come out there. Now, tonight, I'm not going to blame myself. Oh, I am going to blame myself. I'm going to give it a 3 ships, but I'm going to go back. That's going to be a 3 ships with an asterisk. Because I'm definitely going to have to go back, watch a little bit more of the Raw, see what really happened. Because like I say, I was so convoluted that I didn't get the gist of everything. I didn't see the little nuances that I may have missed. I always try to look when they have an interview segment to look in the background because there's a lot of shit be going on in the background that we don't pay attention to. Tell me your thoughts. Drop your thoughts in the bottom. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. Whatever you do, go to the YouTube. I'm trying to get up to 200 subs on the Straight Talk, man. So y'all know who it is. It's your boy. Go and see Spaceship Oasis, the Incredible. This has been In This Corner, your Raw recap. Pro Wrestling with a Kick. And we'll be back this Thursday for DY Already a Thursday Night House Party. And as always, y'all know what it is.
But he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me. I tried to talk to him. He ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me. Try.